Hello and a warm welcome to Federal Special Program Capital Beat. Election Commission of India has issued a formal notice to Bihar's leader of the opposition, Tejashwi Yadav, seeking clarification for allegedly holding a separate epic number and voter ID card. Now, the EC in its notice has referred to the statement of Tejaswi Yadav regarding his claims of his name being excluded from the draft electoral roll published on August 1st after completion of the special intensive revision. And it said that the RJD leader had mentioned his epic number as RAB 2916120. Now, the EC in its notice said that on verification, the Electoral Registration Officer, that is the ERO of Digha Assembly constituency, found that the epic number RAB 2916120 does not appear to be officially issued. And in the notice, EC also categorically stated that the actual epic number of the voter card of Yadav is RAB 0456228 and sought an explanation from the RJD leader in the matter. Now, giving details of Yadav's voter ID card, Election Commission has said that his name is recorded at serial number 416 of polling station number 204, and the epic number is RAB 0456228. Now, the problem is, and of course, the question which everyone is asking now, who is lying? Who's caught whom? That is the biggest question. Has Tejaswi Yadav gone wrong, or has Election Commission issued a dual voter card without even knowing and realizing as to what is happening? What has happened to all those technological exercises which Election Commission has been undertaking so far? And the manner in which this entire SIR exercise is being conducted, there are already too many question marks, with the Congress leader Chidambaram also claiming yesterday that 65 lakh voters' names have been deleted in Bihar, and 6.5 lakh voters have been added in Tamil Nadu. So he also raised another bogey yesterday. So we'll try and find out about this dual voter ID card controversy of Tejaswi Yadav, how it impacts Tejaswi and RJD, how do the situations change on the ground from with this, and also in totality after the uploading of the electoral roll, what are the irregularities which are now coming on the forefront? Joining me this evening is Dr. Pyare Lal Garg, who is the renowned election data scientist of the country. Dr. Garg, thank you so much for joining. We have RJD spokesperson Jayant Jigyasu. Thank you so much, Jayant, for joining. And we have Ashok Mishra, senior journalist and political commentator, who joins us from Bihar. Thank you so much, Ashok. And I'll begin with Jayant. What is your observation? What has really gone wrong? Uh, has Tejaswi been caught, or has Election Commission been caught with an act which it was not supposed to do, where no one is really able to understand what has really gone wrong? Yes, Jayant.
This whole process has been an enigma for all of us. We are still trying to figure out how can a person can be issued two epic numbers. That's the first question. And the way the whole exercise has been done, it seems that this election is going to be full of malpractices, because the deceased person's name has appeared in the draft roll. There is a name Prem Kumar, who is relative of the Union Minister Giriraj Singh. He died in June 2024. The manner it has been done, his name has appeared in the draft roll. Earlier, there was a dog, and there was a lot of controversy over it. So within 31 days or 30 days, this exercise can't be done without any kind of error. And the house number 110, which is shown as the residence of Tejaswi Yadav, how can a person Mantu Kumar, son of some Ram, reside in that house? So that is another question. So we have serious objection on it, and Tejaswi ji showed his voter ID and the epic number in it, and the epic number given by the Election Commission of India, there are not similarities. Uh, so this is not an individual case. There are many cases like that. In Muzaffarpur district, there is a person who studies in Delhi. He told me today that some Pathak resides in his house. How can it be possible? So we don't need any kind of Divyadrishti to see these simple facts before our
No, but
naked
is
eyes.
it, but Jayant, would you say that this is a fake act by the election commission, or like you said that there are many like Tejashwi Yadav in Bihar who have dual epic numbers? What does it really mean? I mean, is it some kind of a big irregularity uh, and some kind of a loophole into which election commission has got? I mean, does election commission has to do more of answering in this? How they issued a fake epic number?
There is a journalist friend Vivekanand who works for the Prabhat Khabar. He told me that the name in the voter list and the epic number in the voter list and the voter ID he possesses, there are there is no similarity. And when he mentions his epic number provided in the voter list, his name appears in the draft list, but his voter ID has different epic number. So these are discrepancies, and this must be sorted out by the Election Commission of India. But but 65 lakh people, uh, this is totally unacceptable. And there is a retired officer who is of chief secretary rank, Vyasji. Vyasji and his wife, they filled the form, they followed the norms, but their name are not
It
in the
hasn't
draft
figured in
list.
the electoral list.
No, no,
Okay,
no.
so
And
but what about
we have also complaints
Jayant? I
before
get your
our
point.
friends in.
No, I get your point when you say that there are several examples like these. But then
जी,
BJP has got a point to whip RJD now politically. That look and look at the comments which BJP leaders have been saying. ये तो बूथ चुराते थे अब ये voter ID card भी fake voter ID card बनाते हैं. This is the kind of reaction which is coming there, that by making dual epic numbers you are trying to increase your votes and that's the allegation which more or less every BJP leader has been talking. Look at what Sambit Patra also said. How would you respond to BJP's allegation, Jen? And then I'll come to Ashok. Yes.
these kinds of things used to be done by these scoundrels who belong to Vishwa Hindu Parishad, Bajrang Dal, RSS, and BJP. We follow the path of socialism and we have deep roots in the socialist movement. How can vulnerable section indulge in booth capturing? This is a simple thing to understand. So when Lalu Prasad became the chief minister of Bihar, he appealed to the ECI that we provide you schools and government buildings, and polling station must be placed only on those venues. There can't be any individual houses. So it was very fairly done during those 15 years. So this allegation is totally unacceptable. And once Bernard Shaw commented on the fourth estate, that today's newspapers are failing seemingly to discriminate between a bicycle accident and the collapse of civilization. Our friends in media are still unable to understand that this is the start of collapse of our democracy.
Okay, so let me
Ji.
come to Ashok. Ashok, how do you see this dual voter ID card row? Where does it put BJP? Where does it put RJD? And is this such a big issue on the ground? And now that India Bloc is also planning to do a movement, starting a movement, and they're going to start a protest march. Today, Rahul Gandhi was supposed to hold a press conference, but because of Shibu Soren's death, they had to cancel it. And but they do plan to hold protest march against outside the election commission office. They do plan to go around protesting in Bihar. So how big has this dual voter ID card issue become now, especially after the electoral roll has been uploaded by the election commission?
Well, Nilu, I will point out two things. One, how do you prepare a voter ID card? Number one, you go to the BLOs, submit your forms, and they prepare it for you, right? Number two, they come to you, seek your details, and then they prepare. So in both the cases, it is the BLOs or who are the representatives of the election commission. They prepare the voter ID card. Now, in case of Tejashwi Yadav, he is possessing two voter ID cards. One which he showed in the press conference, and another one which the election commission says it is your original one, ending with 228. So all the election affidavits he has mentioned, this 228 voter ID card. There is no other. There is no mention of one the voter ID card ending with 120. In that case, if two voter ID cards were provided to Tejaswi Prasad Yadav, he is using the one which is original as claimed by the election commission, and another one is fake. So somehow there is some confusion, I believe, that the, he was supplied with two voter ID cards. Now the question remains that if I get two voter ID cards, I will contact the election commission that what is this? Why has this election voter ID card come to me or supplied to me when I have already another voter ID card? So there is some confusion. There is some technical glitch, I believe. And the election commission is the first body, election body, which has to clarify who prepared this. Who has the preparation part is done by the BLOs and the election commission. So if Tejaswi Prasad Yadav's name figures in the voter ID card carrying ending with 228, the election commission should have rectified it earlier. Now the election commission asked for I asked Tejaswi Yadav that you submit the fake ones which they claim is fake, and they will conduct an inquiry into it. Now there is politics into it. Politics saying that, as you said, and my friend Jigyasu also said, that it is politics, and the BJP is trying to corner Tejaswi Prasad Yadav, claiming that he has the RJD has been capturing the booths, capturing the votes. Now they have two voter ID cards. So it seems this doubling of ID cards means that they want extra votes, and they doubt, the BJP also doubts that there could be other such voter ID cards owned by many people. Maybe it is not clear whether they are the supporters of BJP or whether the supporters of other parties or whether they are supporters of RJD or the Congress or the left parties. So now the onus lies with the election commission to clarify as to how and when this fake election ID card was issued, first of all. So it is the onus lies with the election commission, not the person like me, you, and any other person who gets two voter ID cards. So the question, it's the election commission which is in dock, not the person who has got the two voter ID cards.
Okay.
Given the situation, now the RJD has planned, and the other Mahagathbandhan allies have planned to demonstrate or hold demonstration in front of the election commission, or they have planned some agitational course of action. So let them do that. This is their democratic right to, and as Jayant said, there are 65 lakh persons who have been denied voter ID cards. Out of them, the election commission says some of them have shifted or some of them have passed away. And if you see the trend of the voters whose names have been deleted, you will find that most of the victims are from the districts where the RJD vote bank is much bigger.
Right.
This is what they say, that they allege that our votes have been deleted by the election commission, and it's a plan to do that. It's a plan, pre-poll exercise, in a bid to defeat the RJD candidates in different constituencies. So they have the right to demonstrate. They are planning it, and the RJD and the Mahagathbandhan if they have planned, their plan is democratic way of uh, lodging protest, and I think there is no harm in it. And once again I'll repeat that this is the fault or folly on part of the election commission, which is
Okay.
responsible for issuing voter ID cards to individuals.
Okay. Okay, so I'll come to Dr. Garg now, and I want to ask you two general things. First is that what are those irregularities which you feel have come on the forefront since the time the electoral rolls have been uploaded? That is question number one. And second, the big charge made by Mr. Chidambaram yesterday that look, there are 65 lakh voters' names which have been deleted and they have been added to Tamil Nadu. Now, I was looking at the TV channels yesterday where across the platforms, BJP spokespersons went on saying that Chidambaram is talking, out of the hat. He doesn't have an idea. He doesn't have evidence. Now, is this what is happening? That you're striking and you are mass excluding voters from one state and then adding it to the other? That's what at least Chidambaram's statement it looks like that's what it means. I really want you to explain this technicality. Can this be possible? Yes.
To say that they have to understand it as if the same 65, but the 65 lakh voters can be added because the BJP had already planned during the Lok Sabha elections when they increased their vote share in Tamil Nadu. They did not win any seat, but
Okay.
their vote share went up from 6% to 12%, and they claimed it. So this shows that they are increasing their vote share. This is what. Two, I will talk a bit on Bihar SIR also, including Tejashwi. Now, the one angle of the Tejashwi Yadav issue is not being taken. Even if his epic number is there is a original epic number which the ECI is claiming. ECI should show the signature of, because in SIR, no name can be entered without filling a form. Once the
That's true.
name SIR is done for this purpose only. It is not that the BLO will do himself. It is the candidate, it is the voter or the head of the house who have to fill the form and sign it. Let the election commission show it. What is
No,
their
that's an
BLO doing?
important point. That's an important point. Let me speak to Jayant. Jayant, do you have the information that did the BLOs come to Tejaswi Yadav for getting his enumeration form signed? Did Tejaswi do that? Tejaswi should have made that clear, no? Yes,
No,
Jayant.
Tejaswi ji followed all the directions and norms stated by the Election Commission of India. Rather, it would be more proper to say that Tejaswi ji tried his best to sensitize the public of Bihar, because the Election Commission of India seemed more confused, and the advertisement in the newspaper uh, say something different. The press conference and the press briefing of the officials of Election Commission of India speak differently. So there was much confusion among the masses, and this is not an individual case. So mentioning the Tejaswi ji's case time and again would reduce it to an individual, and this is not not a thing to be taken lightly. Uh, about 25 to 30,000 people have been removed from the draft list in each constituency. So it will impact the results very badly. And the Election Commission of India is not ensuring what he promised to different political parties, that each individual whose name is to be scrapped, ECI will give a proper reason, and it will issue the list in which the epic number, the full address, and all the information about the person whose name is going to be deleted will be provided. But this has not been done. So there is a serious doubt over the functioning of ACI. And we demand that the transparency of the ACI must be maintained, and the faith of the people in this whole election process should be restored. Otherwise, it will be going to simply a farce.
Right. Okay, so Dr. Garg, I'll come back to you. You were explaining, sorry, but that was an important point
Doesn't
which you
matter.
mentioned. Yes, sir. Yes.
One thing I will say, the RJD person is not also not coming up very clean on this issue. I am ready to say he should mention whether he has done it or not. It is not as the BJP is going. BJP by naming Tejashwi Yadav and the Election Commission by registering an FIR against Tejashwi Yadav is trying to cover up these 65 lakh voters illegally removed and illegally the other ones which have been shown as 7.24 crore as to have been done by SIR. This is all, I will say, fraudulent exercise, and they are trying to cover it up. But the RJD, I am sorry to say, the RJD person is trying to say, no, RJD, this, that. They should come out with the facts. Once the form, he filled the form, Tejasvi, I must say,
Come back to
Tejasvi
you.
Yadav,
Yes.
Tejasvi Yadav filled the form. In the Lok Sabha election, he says that I voted for that. He should show it. Now, even if he has filled a separate form, then the SIR person should ask him, okay, your name was there. It is the duty of the election commission to delete the other name. They have already said that we have removed 7 lakh names which were duplicate. When the election commission has claimed in this SIR that we have removed 7 lakh electors which were registered 2 places. Now, why should the Tejaswi Yadav not be removed from 1 place? What is the good reason that the election commission did? Second, the election commission, the CEC has said the number which has been given by Tejaswi Yadav is a fake number. If that is a fake number, then the question of duplicate vote or double vote or double epic number automatically gets, you can say, boiled down. Now, even if he is showing a fake number, then a FIR should be on the fake number, not on a duplicate epic number. On one side, election commission says, BJP says that Ranjan says it is a double epic number. On the other side, the election commission says no, one is a fake number. This whole thing is a mess.
No,
Next,
but
I
Dr.
will
Garg, according to you,
one line.
Dr. Just one bit, Dr. Garg. Now tell me, is Tejaswi wrong or the election commission is wrong? Who do you think is
Here
wrong here?
Here I would say it is the election commission. Tejaswi is an individual. Maybe he's the leader of the opposition. Maybe he's a big man, but he's an individual. It is the duty of the election commission to find out. Election commission is siding with BJP. Rather, the election commission is not doing its duty. However, Tejaswi side is also not defending itself. Even if they don't defend, why should they defend? It should be the duty of the election commission to be fair. So the election commission is unfair. Second thing about Bihar, I tell you, today only I was seeing a person has arrived with Poonam Agarwal. He has written a letter to her that 17, the voters of 17 villages in an area are missing in the draft roll. The voter, in the draft list, the names of the dead person who had already been removed during Lok Sabha, who died during COVID, have appeared again. What is this SIR? So it is in the dock is the Election Commission of India,
Right.
especially Ganesh Kumar, and second is the BJP, because the BJP in everything, every count coming out and supporting the Election Commission. So they are playing Shakni's role. The Election Commission is Shakni, and he is trying to change the pasa, and these cars are trying to.
No, but
Then the
we also need to put the things in perspective and just inform the viewers. And I'm having some details from the election commission,
Yes.
and
Yes.
that is that election commission has developed over the years. It has developed
Yes.
some IT applications which are collectively known
Yes.
as electoral roll management systems
Yes.
(ERMS). And this
Yes.
was developed to manage the huge electoral database and streamlining the monitoring system. And through these
Yes.
applications, regular exercise of error removal and duplication of multiple
Yes.
entries from electoral roll was being done. And this also means that ECI has a digital copy to conduct the deduplication exercise and is not making it available. It also
Yes.
means that one of the objects of SIR, that of eliminating duplicating votes, is not correct. These
Not
technology based developments had rendered the SIR completely redundant. So, why
exactly.
are the political parties not talking about it? Jayant, I'm coming to you and then I'll come to Ashok. That ERMS, which was over the years developed by the Election Commission, and its only job was to clean the electoral voter list. Why is it not being questioned by the opposition parties? This is such a huge thing, and no election commissioner in the past has ever carried out an intensive revision like this. But
Yeah.
no political party is talking about it. Either they are ignorant about this issue or they've not read it through. I have no idea. So if you could come clean on this and give a little explanation on this, that there are loopholes which are visible, which are there within the system, but the political parties are not able to capture that.
I have talked to many political parties earlier during the elections, after the elections. In fact, they themselves are not that aware as they should have been about this app. I have read the whole app. They say, okay, they will every hour they will tell what are the number of votes and all that. We have seen, despite that, the opposition, maybe India Bloc people, whether in Haryana, Maharashtra, in Delhi, everywhere, they try to make hue and cry, but they did not hit the nail at the head. Because they don't have a team, or they don't deploy a team that studies all these things technically, and
Right.
also gives technical inputs. Now, my question is, Nilu, on the ECI. Now, ECI has everything, I will say, a program which can remove the duplicacy. I tell you, why do I say? I was the registrar of the university. Now, some people will not fill up their actual number, the answer sheet number, and all that. They will fill up. But we had a program in 1 minute out of 1 lakh students. The program will bring out these are the duplicacies, these are the wrong, they are, and we will check manually. It is the duty of the election commission to do it, not of the political parties. Political parties are to be aware about it, they have to agitate about it, but the duty is cast upon the election commission. Election commission is not doing the duty, number one. Number two, he is not impartial at all. Earlier Rajiv Kumar, now he is एक करेला एक निमचर्या जो बोलते हैं, वो बन गया है. Ganesh Kumar has not done this SIR with an ulterior motive. I'm ready to say, with an ulterior motive to remove millions of voters who either poor or marginalized or in the rural areas or are tribals or scheduled castes and or are the supporters of the opposition. So they have done this exercise only to remove that. And one of the aims, the CEC himself has said in an press release that our aim is to cover all the urban voters. Now you can see the aim is to cover the urban voters. It means the aim is to remove the rural voters. So the ECI is responsible. Ganesh Kumar is the head of the CEC. Is the CEC. So Ganesh Kumar is in the dock. He is trying to spoil, trying to kill our democracy, which we have won. I have already written an article that he has a demon. The BJP has a demon which can kill the democratic,
Right. So
you can say, persons of India.
no, I'll take a quick response now from Jayant and then I'll come for the concluding comments to Ashok. Jayant, what would you really say now? There are systems on which election commission has been working, but even then, this looks like a crude exercise which was not needed. But then again, it has been imposed, which has been acknowledged by many JDU leaders themselves. Some on the record, some off the record. So, what would you really say now? How is it going to result into? Are you people jittery about the fact you're nervous that BJP will walk away with the elections, or is there a way you can counter? And how hopeful are you that the courts are really going to intervene in this matter? Yes, Jay.
See, in any kind of democracy, if we have objections, we have complaints, before whom we lodge it. The different political parties and their representatives approached the Election Commission of India, and the Election Commission simply and brazenly and shamelessly told those people that we are new election commission and our representatives didn't got due hearing. And time and again, we have said it categorically that election commission is not performing its duties impartially, consensusly. Rather, it has done everything maliciously. And Tejashwi Yadav ji, since day first, briefed the media, briefed their people, their BLAs. A BDO from Katihar district was forced to resign just because he expressed his unwillingness to toe the line and toe the dictation. He didn't follow those dictates. And in hurry, everything was being done. And there are so many irregularities. And we are forced to or we have decided to boycott these elections if these kind of irregularities are not being addressed. That is our stand. If
Okay,
we
so no, so
if
is
the
it
Election
that
Commission of
final
India is no more a referee and it has become a player in this whole process,
no,
there
but
are no
saying it,
options left
again,
before us.
again, allow me to interrupt you. Saying that you're going to boycott the election and actually boycotting the election is a huge difference, because once you boycott Bihar elections, then you will be forced to boycott other elections as well. So is that a final call which has been taken by RJD, or is it a collective stand now taken by the India bloc, or they are taking it into consideration? What is it?
We are just waiting to uh, get all these things addressed properly. If this is not being done, then we will have no options left. That is our
Okay.
stand.
Okay. Okay. So till how long are you going to wait? Any deadline you're looking at? You're looking at 12th or 13th of August when the Supreme Court is going to hear the matter. After that, are you going to take a call?
Yes, we are waiting for the hearing to be finished
Okay.
because Election Commission of India
Right.
didn't consider any kind of advice given by the Supreme Court.
Right. Okay. So I'll come to Ashok now. That Ashok, India bloc is also
And
planning a
I will
season.
have to leave,
Yes. Okay, Jen. Okay.
Niluja.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you.
So, Ashok, the concluding comments to you. How does this all pan out now? India bloc was planning earlier to meet on 7th at Rahul Gandhi's residence for a dinner meeting where they were going to have a first physical meeting regarding not only the SIR issue but also regarding the vice president election. I won't go into that, but how geared up is India bloc to take up this SIR issue? Will they be able to transform it into some sort of a grassroots movement now? Because now it involves the citizenship, it involves the rights, it involves the identity of the people of Bihar. So how is it really going to shape up, and how equipped is India bloc now to carry out very, very strong protests so that it can get impactful?
Well, India Bloc have registered their protests on streets couple of weeks ago. As we are aware of that, they have moved the Supreme Court for rectification. The Supreme Court had issued suggestions, not issued any directives. Now the Supreme Court is going to hear it again. In between, the India Bloc leaders are meeting at Rahul Gandhi's place in Delhi sometime in this coming week, and the Supreme Court is also hearing it next week. So the idea is to wait for the decisions taken at the India Bloc meeting. As Jayan said that they may they may decide to boycott the elections, but then this boycotting the elections is not only RJD can't take the decision. It has to be taken by the entire Mahagathbandhan and India Bloc parties, because other states and other parties, regional parties and the national parties are also will be affected in next elections if the election commission, uh, as alleged by the opposition, that they are playing into the hands of the BJP, so they can play the same game in other in West Bengal, in other states where the elections are due. Now, in that case, there has to be a wider and concrete, I mean, suggestion and the concrete step they will have to take. If they have decided to take on the election commission, they will have to take a concrete step and move further in days to come, in months to come. The problem with the problem with the Mahagathbandhan is that the Bihar elections are due in next week. After some time, in the first week of, I think, the first or the 2nd of September, they will come out with a notification. So everyone will be busy in their own exercise, the electoral exercise. So the time is very limited, and in fact, the opposition has been caught unawares. In fact, everyone has been caught unawares by when the election commission issued this directive on 24th June and started the exercise on 25th June. So there is that again the question of time is there, and in this short span, their decision, they should not take any decision in hurry. They should be planned. It should be planned to take on the election commission if they really want the cleansing of the election commission and free and fair electoral exercise. So they will have to plan out very tactfully, and they will have to plan out for the long, long battle ahead.
Right. All right. So we'll have to wait and watch how things unfold. But Supreme Court hearing is on 12th and 13th of August. And before that, India bloc planning a meeting and a march towards the Election Commission office. Thank you so much, Dr. Garg and Ashok. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you.